What up, YouTube? This is your boy, Lord Solar 6075, aka the Fire Twin. I'm about to get into some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. But, before we get into that, I gotta hit you with the recap of the regionals that just took place on the 4th of December 2011. Alright, guys, I'm gonna show you every card I played from my main deck all the way down to my side and extra deck. So, you guys are gonna get the whole shebang right here and right now. I'm even going to discuss my matchups I had, even the cards that took place in the matchup that made a huge difference in each matchup I went through. So I basically took notes. My record was 5-3, so I went X3 in the tournament, what was not bad. I ended up finishing 42nd in the whole tournament, so that's not really bad, considering out of like 200 people, so that's really not bad at all. I am satisfied with the deck and its results, but inside my extra deck could have been a little bit stronger, guys, and then we'll get to that when I cross over into the extra deck. But before I start out, I just want to say thanks to everybody, that's commenting, that's subscribing and everything. I'm really appreciative to my subscribers and my views and my dislikes and my likes alike. So I'm really appreciative for everybody watching my videos and that's testing my builds that I'm actually giving you guys, and taking them and tweaking them and showing me deck lists that you guys come up with, and that really motivates me to keep putting videos out, keep showing you guys my ideas, because when I first started out, I really didn't want to show anybody my ideas because I just knew what people would do. They would neck deck. But how I would get over that was, as long as they're not net decking the meta, which is what everybody's doing, and they're trying something different, even though they're trying my build, that's good. That's showing that, that people want to play other things than just a straight meta. But that's a whole nother thing. I'm getting off topic here. So, recap for regional, guys. It's going to be real smooth, and just let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below about any and everything. So we're just going to start with the deck list first. Nothing changed really from my last video. We're still running triple Fire Dog. We're still running double Flamvell Shaman. We're still running one single copy of Flamvell Saber, triple Magician, one Archer, one Blackluster Soldier, one Gores, double Thunder King, triple Lila, one Zephyros, double Necro Gardener, one Card Trooper, and for the spells, triple Rekindling, triple Gold Sarcophagus, a single copy of Charge of the Light Brigade, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon. For the traps, we have double Solemn Warning, double Bottomless, double D-Prison. We have double Compulsory for those pesky synchros like Zen-Mains. We'll get into that a little later. Mirror Force, Toronto, and Call of the Hunt wraps up the main board. So that's the main board right there, guys. For my side deck for that event, after the last YCS, Kamakuris definitely picked up some steam at my locals. People were trying them and stuff, so I side deck triple System Downs. But hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I know. Hear me out. System Downs is a great card. But going against Kamakuri, what I realized today after actually playing against the deck, they do basically the same thing Flamvells do. It's like trying to run a card that kills all fire monsters, but these guys synchro so fast that really there's no machines on the field, and they basically go into everything else but machines. So that we're talking about Beast, Barkion, and Landois. For their synchros, basically is what they go into. Yeah, they're going to the other, 7 and 8 star synchros, but really what most of the people were doing at the regional event was going into the Beast, Barkion, and Landois synchros. So after really analyzing that, I'm really considering on another choice other than System Down. So that's my whole motive on that. But I did not face not a single Kamakuri deck at regional. So I ran 3 System Downs. I ran 3 debunks, of course, for plants. For plants, Dark Worlds, and a couple other, matchups I might have had. Double Chain Disappearance. Let me get into this right quick. The Double Chain Disappearance, that whole day, I had been hitting people's tour guides like crazy with the double chain disappearance. And it was just so like accidental. Like I was like, I put it in there to do that, but I didn't think it was actually going to actually do that. So I hit somebody's tour guide. I hit a plant player's tour guide, and I hit a rabbit player's tour guide. So I actually like chain disappearance a little bit more in the side deck now. I can't remember if I had it in there earlier or not, but definitely I would like to see chain disappearance. I'll probably pick up one more super rare, and what I know is for the common couriers, their tuners are all really low, and they fall into the category of chain disappearance. So I might bump that up to 3 and do away with the system downs. And if I can catch their tuners before anything happens, then it's all good. For my agent matchup, I would side deck 3 triple light imprisoned mirror plus the double chaos trap hole. Chaos trap hole was a phenomenal card through the whole event. I caught one dude's tour guide, and I caught somebody's. I caught Perfect Herald with chaos trap hole. It was pretty funny. And for my last 2 cards I sided was Shadow and Prison Mirror for Dark Worlds. The thing about Agents in Dark Worlds, my side deck, they both do the mirrors, but they also share the Chaos Trap Hole. But Dark Worlds also get a little bit more hate with the debunks. My side deck was more geared to the Agent Dark World Plant kind of matchup. So, but I do plan on fixing that since Rabbit did play a big part in my regional competition. But we're gonna get into that when we discuss my matchups. My extra deck choices was Allied Justice Decisive Armor. Now, Allied Justice Decisive Armor, yeah, it's a great card against agents, but I will be replacing Allied Justice Decisive Armor and number 17 for 2 wind-up Z-mains. I just have not been into the game like that recently, guys, to just go out and just purchase those cards. I just not have the cash. I had the cash, but I just don't have the, drive to just go buy that card. It's like so stupidly expensive, and I'm trying to find any other way to like really get it for a cheaper price, but that's besides the point. We ran double Scrap Dragon. We ran 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, double Stardust, double Ancient Flamvell Deity. This guy always fucking crushes the event. I swear this guy always crushes the event. Against plants, I removed every single card in his graveyard, since plants like to hoard their hand. And the thing about one of my matchups, the guy activated Max C, which I wasn't really worried about it because his Gores was gone. I totally annihilated his Gores like within the 3rd turn or whatnot. So I wasn't afraid of Gores. So I activated Rekindling, he activated Max C. I went to Synchroing. I probably made 2 or 3 Synchros, or just 2 Synchros, and by the end of it, he had like 8 cards in his hand or whatnot. So I was like, okay. But I didn't Synchro into him right away, so I just attacked with my whole field. Then I started to Synchro into my safe plays, which is Stardust, and I made a Roach on him. Where is Roach? I made a Roach on him, and then I finished up in main phase 2 with Ancient Flame of Deity, and he was like, okay, what does this card do? Well, if every card you just drew, I'm going to remove that many from your graveyard. He was just, and his face just went blank, like, what? Because I already know plant players love their graveyard, and I'm pretty sure he had the whole thing, like, he was ready to go on me. So, I'm pretty sure he had Chaos Monsters and all, but they did him no good out of play. So, Ancient Flavor of Deity, this is the heart of my deck right here, man. Right there. Black Rose, Arcanite Magician, Bryo, 39, Roach, 17, Leviel. Leviel did some sick plays today. On that day, so it was pretty good. So, that's the extra deck, guys. That's the side deck for that day. This is really going to change, guys. And that's the main board. The main board probably will not change for a good while. Especially with YCS Atlanta coming up, I probably will not change the main board at all. But I know that definitely that side deck is going to have to change. Alright, let's get into my matchups. Okay, the Atlanta Regional that took place on the 4th of December 2011. My first round matchup was against basically Hyperion and Herald of Perfection, which I called the Master of Perfection. That's what I called that deck, and it played with tour guides, which I found kind of odd because I figured that if you're playing Hyperion, well, not Hyperion, well, I guess if you're playing Hyperion and Herald in the same build, you would want to see more fairies than your tour guides. So I think that's what ultimately messed him up. That's how I ended up pulling up a couple wins because the guy opened up good. He did the preparation of rites. He normal summoned Manju, and I just dropped my hand. I just dropped my hand on the floor, ready to scoop because I already know I had nothing for that. I cannot do anything, for that. And he just passed his turn. Luckily, I opened up God 2. I opened up double Gold Sart with charge in hand, summon Lila, mill 3 Flamvells, which is pretty good, which is awesome. And I set, warning, set Toronto, and told him, go, like, it's your move. He went for, the tour guide play that forced me to do the Toronto. I'm sitting on a solemn warning or whatnot, and I ended up winning the game. It was just basically I just 2-0'd him, and I just won. He could not get perfection on the field. Game 3, I sided in Chaos Trap Hole, killed it just like that. All right, round 2, we moving on to my brother with his Phantom Fish OTK deck mixed with Chaos. And I did not have a side deck for my brother. We basically just slugged it out. I beat him 2-0, and I moved on from there. I know I just find it kind of odd that we faced each other in that event because we rarely play at home. So we was like, we know what each other runs, but we don't really play that much because it's like whoever opens up broke first usually wins, whatever. Third round, I played against Gladiator Beast. Of course, they sided in Dimensional Fissure, which was pretty okay. I understand him signing Dimensional Fissure, but in this day and age, I know how to play around Dimensional Fissure. Yes, it hurts this whole deck. I'm not going to lie, it hurts the deck. But as soon as Exceeds came out, and I found out that, when you would Exceed, the materials that you use for them Exceed, when the materials would leave the Exceeds, they would go to the graveyard. So, guys, if you Exceed under Dimensional Fissure, and you the material you have under your Exceed, they would go to the graveyard if you use their effects. So by saying that, I was able to discard one of my my Flamvell Fire Dogs under Utopia to the graveyard to stop one of his attacks, of course, because that's all GB loved to do, and that made my Rekindling live, which in game 3 I made a Rekindling play and hit him for game. So I 2-0 my brother, and I went 2-1 against Gladiator Beast. Round 4 was Dimensional Rabbit. Nice, interesting matchup. We went 3 games. He got me. I lost that round, which it's okay or whatever. I didn't really have a side deck for it. All I did was side in the Chaos Trap Holes and Chain Disappearances for Tour Guide. That's the only thing I could do. Try something. Round 5, I lost again to Burn. That's all I can say. It was Burn. I couldn't kill him quick enough for him burning me. He ran like absolutely no monsters whatsoever, probably just Lava Golem, and I just lost. Round 6, I played against Plants, a Billy Break, a Billy Break bill or whatever, and we went 2-1 or whatever. But I just outplayed that guy in every way. Game 2, he just killed me, he annihilated me, but I outplayed him altogether. So I picked up the win there. Round 7, I lost again to TG Agents. That's why I'm putting in 2 Zen mains, because I had 2 Zen mains in my extra deck. I probably would have won the outcome of that duel. And so we went 3 games, 2-1. The only thing I got 2-0 by was Burn, which is, I think that's just, I'm not gonna see a Burn deck for a while, so I'm okay with that. Round 8, my opponent did not show up. I don't know what he ran. So he didn't show up. I got the win. I went X3, 5-3, whatever you want to call it. And guys, I'm so happy with my build right now. The main board will not change. I will get better at the extra deck, probably for a Rabbit build or whatever. But guys, if you guys have any ideas what to side against Rabbit, just let me know. Comment down here. And always, guys, comment, rate, subscribe. Please leave a comment. And this is your boy Fire Twin, and I'm jumping on some Call of Duty, guys. I'll holler at you guys later.